It was cool. I had a good time. I had a great time. I had an amazing time. What am I trying to undersell it?
Escalated.
It was whatever. It was fine.
Yeah.
Finally, be real.
Yeah. I was hard the whole time. Like, you have to choose one. And they're like, we can't choose. And then the demons they go like, and then the dad's like, no, I choose my daughter. The white dad goes, no, choose my daughter. And everyone's like, no. So then the black daughter starts going up and you're like, no, she's dying. And then the demon's like, gotcha. And they take the white girl instead. He saw the Grim Reaper. That's why he froze. His old ass saw the Grim Reaper and he was like, he was like, oh God, he's here.
What was the question?
Yeah. Then you see him like look the other direction and the Grim Reaper's like, hi, I'm over here too.
Oh, welcome to the 70th episode of the 30's podcast. My name is Clint.
My name is Uncle Marcus.
Oh,
We have fans.
look at the fans. The fans.
They're
Those
children.
Children running around the studio. We don't know where they came from, and they will not leave.
That's the sound of the kids. They're at the door.
Yeah.
There's kids outside the studio running around like animals right now. So that's our audience for today.
We have producer Caesar here.
I thought he fell for.
I thought he did too. I'm like, wait, he has a chair? He's standing. What is going on?
Hi guys. Hi everybody.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Man. What is happening? I don't know.
We just missed a really weird. Maybe. Okay, what happened? I do want the footage for that. We recorded that, right?
The rock lobster.
Yeah, we did. There was a fun rock lobster bit going on before we started recording. Well, as we were recording, before we started the show, we had a fun rock lobster bit going on that
Yeah,
I kind of want to put up.
I didn't expect it,
No.
but I'm here for it.
It's those impromptu jams that are always the best.
Man, I love a good jam. B-52s. How often do you listen to B-52s?
Here and there. Not that often. And it's only the same 3 songs.
Yeah.
That's what I like about them is they have the 3 songs and you listen to them, they're good, and then once in a while you'll stumble into another song. And you're like, this is good too.
Yeah. It's always Rock Lobster, Private Idaho, and then Love Shack, I guess. But Love Shack's probably my least favorite because it's so
Lovey. Do you hate the emotion?
No.
All the feelings?
So 80s, right?
It's just the one that you hear in a lot of movies and just like the Flintstones did it.
That's what I was going to say. That's the first thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's snobs with the Flintstones now, so nothing against
How'd they get them in that movie?
Asked them.
What's the root of that? Why pick them out of all the bands you could pick?
This is from, they were in the Flintstones movie?
Yeah.
The Vegas one? Or
That's the sequel. So there's one with John Goodman as Fred Flintstone, and there's a lot of people in it actually. Rosie O'Donnell is Betty, and
Rick Moranis
is
Barney.
And then I don't know who plays Wilma. I don't know her name.
Oh,
but she's a famous actress.
Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it was Betty.
She was Betty.
And Halle Berry was in it.
Halle Berry, she was in it. You would remember that.
And then the guy that was her boss, our Fred's boss. It was the guy from Twin Peaks.
Yeah, Twin
What's
Peaks.
his name?
Kyle.
MacLachlan. The original Paul Atreides.
Elizabeth Taylor was in it too.
Yeah, she was the mom.
Yeah.
She was Wilma's mom.
Damn.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's pretty funny.
It's a rewatch.
Yeah. And we were talking B-52s were in that movie. I don't know why. I don't know why it fit though, because they dressed as Flintstones what are those people, and they
cave people,
and then they
is that okay to say? Can I say that? Cave people,
cave person.
They're cave people of origin. They're indigenous cave people. They're indigenous people.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That drove cars with their feet. The B-52s played Love Shack in that.
Well, they fit into that campy aesthetic, I think.
Yeah, and they were just them, but in the Flintstones clothes. They're like,
and they sang rock. Did they sing?
No, they sang Love Shack.
Love Shack.
I think that was the only song they sung.
I think so.
They might have had another one too. I don't know, but I just remember that one.
Welcome to our deep dive in the Flintstones.
That'll be fun.
B-52/Flintstones podcast.
Yeah. I have the title.
Just those 2 bands and movies. I don't think I do more than an episode of this.
First 30 minutes are about the band.
Yeah. It would be kind of fun to do a deep dive into anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just really research. So it'd be something funny like the Flintstones. We're not going to do like the Exorcist or anything, but that'd be fun.
Like a spin-off podcast?
Yeah.
Deep
All
dive.
right.
Okay.
Deep
I
dive.
could do some research.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, speaking
Like
of
Flintstones.
sorry.
Oh, just to end the Flintstones thing.
Yeah.
Just what a world it would have been where it was the first primetime cartoon
Oh really?
on TV,
Mm-hmm.
and the early ones had ads for cigarettes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you'd see Fred and Barney smoking.
Yeah. Well, they were for
Classy.
adults, right?
Yeah.
Cartoons, yeah.
Yellow Strike, right?
Lucky Strike.
Lucky Strike. Yellow. What's the yellow one?
That's the Asian one.
Oh. Can we say it? I don't know. Can we say? I don't know. Can we say it? Can we say it?
Yellow Strike.
Yellow Stripe. Lucky Strike.
Lucky Strike. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't smoke.
I don't either. I smoked Lucky Strikes. Okay, because I love Mad Men. And it's like Lucky Strikes is a big part of Mad Men.
Yeah.
And so a friend of mine, he bought me a pack of Lucky Strike cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. I've done them. I've tried it out before. I didn't really like it. But I wanted to smoke a Lucky Strike cigarette like Donald Draper. It was disgusting.
Gross.
It was like the cigarettiest cigarette I've ever smoked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have you smoked a cigarette before?
I did, and I there's nothing. I felt nothing from it.
What do you remember what
No.
it tasted like?
No sensation, just gross. 'Cause I think
You smoke cigarettes?
I smoked one, same thing. I was just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
this is not worth
Yeah.
it. This is not how are they getting something out of this?
It gives you a little bit of a head rush. I used to smoke like when I go to Vegas when I was younger because everyone's just like, so you're like, all right, whatever. And then back when I was in my like mid 20s, after drinking, sometimes I'd smoke a cigarette and you get like that. You get a little bit of a head rush. It takes a few puffs.
Oh.
You can't just do one. You have to get like halfway through the cig,
Oh.
and then you're like, there it is. Then your mouth feels gross, and then you smell like cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's not good.
How does it compare to smoking weed?
You mean the effects?
Yeah.
It's a different kind of. It's more like a lightheadedness. Is what you feel with cigarettes. Well, weed, you know.
And that lightheadedness that gives you a relief?
It's just kind of like a. Yeah, I guess so. It's
Like
kind of
you're
just
like, oh, I'm
you
chilling.
just feel good.
Huh.
You feel at ease. You feel relaxed,
How do you?
and then afterwards you feel like shit.
Oh,
So
great.
It's kind of a poor trade-off.
So fun.
But yeah, I don't know. I still think smoking cigarettes looks cool
It looks cool.
whenever I see it.
Yeah.
See it, Mad Men. You see those old photos of movie stars, actors in the 90s, like on set, just smoking a cigarette. Like,
Mhm.
Shirley Temple when she was a little girl.
that's right. She looked amazing.
Oh yeah, she looks so cool.
So badass.
So
wearing her
badass.
diaper, smoking a cigarette.
Voice all raspy.
Yeah.
Hey, honey. What are you doing?
Why do you think Lindsay Lohan sounded like that in The Parrot Trap?
True.
She
That
was
was
smoking
it.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
Um,
She was like, "Wait, your birthday is October 11th. That's my birthday."
yeah, and she for some reason has that New York accent.
Also
New York
accent.
Like, what?
Why does she sound like Meowth?
Yeah.
Meow. That's right.
Yeah,
it's my
meow.
birthday.
Oh my god, Pokemon came up the other day.
Pokemon.
I had a
I'm
funny,
back into Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah.
I had
yeah.
a funny Pokemon joke. And I didn't write it down either. I was with people and it just came out. It was about Meowth too.
Why?
Just the way he spoke and the accent. There was some like, if it comes to me, I'll say it. But it came up interesting that
very-
you brought up
yeah.
Meowth because
We talked about it in the last episode.
Meowth is very specific.
we did.
Yeah,
we?
because we haven't recorded in 2 weeks. But the
been a
last
while.
episode we
True.
talked about the Pokemon theories, and you're like, he's not really from Brooklyn, guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's true. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And then I posted a picture on Instagram when the caption was Team Rocket. It was me and my friend Floor
Oh.
doing like a Team Rocket pose. That's not what we intended to do. It just came
Right.
out that way.
Wow.
It was one of those
Yeah.
photo shoots where the person holding the camera was like, okay, just do stuff. So we were just like, and then we got one of those was a Team Rocket pose somehow. So.
Incredible. That's probably how they got those poses.
Team Rocket?
They saw
They saw
just,
my photo?
They saw a young man and a young woman doing random photos, random poses. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I wasn't in the room. I wasn't in the room writing the Pokemon show.
Don't ask me.
Don't ask me.
I don't think Instagram was around in the mid 90s. So
Well,
I'm
they
gonna
did
say
Polaroids,
no.
and disposable cameras.
Maybe.
Bring those
remember-
back.
when I went to the premiere of the first Pokemon movie, there was like 2 people that went up before the movie started, and they were dressed up like Team Rocket, and they did the whole protect the world, and I'm like, people clapped, and I'm like, what?
Losers.
As a second grader, you're like, this is lame.
Yeah.
This is so
How old
lame.
are the people?
They look like my age now, like 20. Well, maybe they were in their 20s, but I was like, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Barf.
Definitely not.
To protect the world
From-
from devastation.
Yeah, definitely not from Game Freak.
Do you know the speech?
I just know that part.
Oh.
That's what I can remember.
Do you know the speech?
How does it start?
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation, right?
Declare denounce the evils
Denounce-
of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse. James. Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light.
That's it, right?
Prepare to wait. Wait, what is it?
Sur-
Surrender now. Prepare to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
We got there. Get over it. Suck it up, Gen Z. Enjoy your
I think they
anxiety.
still do the same speech on the show, so they probably
Do
know
they?
what it is. They had the same speech for 30 years.
Forever.
They're like, we heard it.
You never got to unite the peoples.
Yeah. Maybe they should get back at
Can you
that.
look up the lyrics to see if that was right? Because I don't know.
I think that was it. That sounded
to
right.
denounce the evils of truth and
Let's see.
love. That sounds right, but I don't know.
Team Rocket.
I don't know if they're saying denounce.
Mantra,
Motto.
yeah.
Say motto.
Motto.
I don't know if they're saying denounce for a little. I don't know.
Oh, we forgot prepare for trouble and make it double.
Oh well,
That's the first
It's
part.
on Genius.
God.
Prepare for trouble and make it double to protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to denounce the evils of
Denounce,
truth
yeah.
and love.
To extend
our reach to the stars
above. Jesse James.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We just forgot to prepare for trouble.
Prepare for trouble.
He talks like he talks like the devil from Cow and Chicken. Yeah. I'll put a photo right here.
Yeah.
The
big booty.
butt out. Yeah.
Big booty.
Did you watch Cow and Chicken, you guys? You know that, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
I think the coolest devil was him from Powerpuff Girls.
Him. Oh, yeah.
You
I just
Yeah.
watched
Girl.
Powerpuff Girls. That's the guy with the lobster hands, right?
Yeah,
I've seen pictures of him.
He's always wearing like
He's got like fishnets on or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw someone do him as a Halloween costume one year,
Which is pretty good.
Whoa! Like they did like full red. It was a man. Did like full, obviously did full red body paint. Was wearing fishnets and stuff. Like, who are you? And they
why
showed
do I
me-
have a boner?
Yeah. And they showed me a photo. I was like, oh, I think I know. That looks familiar.
You're like, what are you doing after this party?
I couldn't get past the intro for Powerpuff Girls. It just made me change the channel.
I
That was
did
a
not-
badass intro.
I just didn't like it.
Sugar, spice,
Yeah.
everything nice.
With the chemicals? And then toxic chemicals.
Chemical X.
Try
And
them,
then people
Chemical
now
X.
are like ecstasy.
Oh.
Oh,
Maybe.
is that why they're so like?
And then angry. Arr.
Yeah, that's why they're so
Fighting
emotional.
people. Yeah.
What was I going to say about? What were we just talking? Oh, Cow and Chicken. So, have you watched it recently?
No.
I'm going to give you guys homework. When you go home, watch just the intro of Cow
Oh.
and Chicken, and see like all the dirty stuff that's in there.
Oh, no.
They zoom in on chicken's little chicken thing, that dangly thing, and it's like a nutsack.
Oh.
It's
Maybe I remember that.
Yeah, and like,
And the udders?
the cat,
and the
like,
cow?
cow like grabs her udders and just like it's like this is
What was
crazy.
what was it like in that writer's room? What were they thinking?
bunch
They're just
of
like,
They
men.
just thought they could get away with it. Right?
yeah,
Well, they did get away with
they
it.
did.
It's like Ren and Stimpy. You watch that, and now you're like, holy shit, this
Yeah.
is dirty as fuck.
Man,
But kids don't know.
they don't know.
You know, they made a Ren and Stimpy adult cartoon where they had like full on like women showering in the nude and stuff.
Oh no.
It was on Spike for like 6 episodes and they canceled it after 3.
Oh, I think this was recently, right?
This is like mid
like-
2000s.
For long
Oh,
ago,
never mind
Spike TV was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spike TV.
I have a memory of them doing Ren and Stimpy maybe like 10 years ago,
Mhm.
and it didn't work.
But then even being like, I'm all right.
Yeah, they're just like,
No
nah,
thanks.
nah, dude,
No thanks.
not in the 2010s.
Move along.
I'm wearing this thing.
Oh, hey, girl.
This is my Horror Nights.
Whore.
Yeah, Horror Nights.
Hornet.
Nights.
Good. Now everyone knows.
Yeah,
What
everyone
does
knew
it say
already.
on it?
Or-
Go ahead.
Halloween Horror Nights. Did you see it? I went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios.
How was that?
It was fun.
I thought it was called Hollywood Horror Nights.
What
Is
did
it?
I say?
Halloween Horror Nights?
Oh, I don't know.
What does it say?
It says Halloween on there. But I just
Halloween?
thought it was always Halloween.
Hollywood
yeah,
Horror Nights?
Halloween Horror Nights. Because they have it in Florida too.
Mm.
Oh, so they had to change it. Probably had it earlier.
Yeah, at one point.
Oh,
How
I
was
don't
it?
know. It was cool. I had a good time. I had a great time.
Hmm.
I had an amazing time. What am I trying to undersell it?
It went like escalated.
Well, it was whatever. It was fine.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Finally, be real.
Yeah. Going from- I was hard the whole time.
Oh, see, now we're getting somewhere.
Speaking of
What
horrors,
was it that got you off?
probably that tall mantis walking thing.
Oh, hey.
It reminded you of the.
I'm into I'm into the stilts.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
They had a devil from Cow and Chicken energy.
yeah, swinging udders
Just
around.
wanted to
It was
grab
cool.
it.
It was cool. Have you ever done one of those like knots or that?
I mean, just the Warner Brother one
Oh
is
yeah.
the only recent one. Because I haven't done
Oh.
Universal in
Ever?
maybe ever.
Maybe
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever
you
been.
don't know.
Never been.
Okay, so it's a no.
It's a no.
They have the movie
licenses.
so they can do mazes based off the movies. It was cool. It was cool. They had a Stranger Things maze,
Oh.
which was decent.
It was like
Yeah.
season 4, like all the whole story, right? Because it shows you
Yeah.
like, the first scene.
Well, because yes, and when I was going through it, I didn't remember I only remember the Chrissy stuff because it was so memeable. But I don't remember anything else from that season because I was going through the scenes and I was like, when was this? When did this
Yeah.
happen? And then I was with my friend Steve, who may be on the show in a later date, and I asked him like, what was that one part? And he's like, oh, that happened with the thing. And I was like, I watched that. That came out how many years ago now?
1 year ago.
It was
Yeah.
more than a year ago, right?
So it was 1 year ago.
It was last
I
summer.
remember crying.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Very emotional
I-
during that
I
running up
actually-
the hill song.
Hot take. I didn't really like the latest
Dang.
Strangers thing season. I thought it was not as good as season 2. Season 2 is
Yeah.
like the peak, and then it's gone down for me. But that can be another deep dive episode.
Stranger Things podcast.
Yeah, they probably already have one of those.
I liked Vecna.
Yeah, he was cool.
Vecna's cool.
It wasn't bad. It's just there were parts of it where I'm like, I don't know. But Vecna was cool. He was scary. He actually looked scary.
He looks scary, yeah.
Yeah.
And they had a Vecna inside the maze. They had a few of them, but that was actually like they did a good job with the costuming and the makeup. So yeah, they had a Stranger Things maze, which I didn't remember any of it.
What was your
They had-
favorite one? Your favorite maze?
My favorite one was just like a holidays. They did
The Monsters holiday ones?
yeah
Yeah.
that one was surprisingly because I didn't know that's obviously not a movie, or is it? But I was like, oh, this is probably the best one that I've been inside. They had that. They had Exorcist maze.
Wait, can you talk a little bit about what the holiday one? I mean, the holidays one was?
Yeah, what's
It was just they go through different with like Easter and Thanksgiving, Christmas, like the themeable holidays, and they just had monsters from like a crazy looking Easter bunny or that kind of stuff, and it was cool. They had Chucky. Actually, Chucky was probably my favorite one, and I'm not a Child's Play fan.
No?
No, I never really got it. Scary dolls don't do it for me.
Yeah.
But there inside the maze, there was a lot of little Chuckies, like animatronic Chuckies that were kind of cool. And then at one point there was a huge Chucky that like came out of the wall and was like, fucking with you. It was cool. They did the Waterworld show. Okay, we've seen the Waterworld show. Have you seen the Waterworld show?
yeah.
It still fucking rocks. That show, it came out in the 90s. And
They
it
wouldn't keep it if it sucked.
Yeah.
yeah, it's still going strong, and they haven't changed. I remember seeing that show when I was just a wee lad and liking it. Seeing it last week, it's this, or whenever we went last is when I saw it. It's the same show.
The plane still comes in.
It's still exactly the same. It's just different actors.
Man.
So they figured it out back then, and it still works. But they changed it to a Purge show.
Oh.
So and it was supposed like a light show, and I've never seen the Purge. So I don't know. Like I think they were acting out a part of the movie because they were saying like the names of the people and they're like events that are happening, and my friend who was with me also has never seen The Purge, and we were like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
We had no idea, but it was just like a flash, like a bunch of lights flashing, and then they're swimming around and jumping around and stuff, and then it was actually violent. They like pretend to kill them and stuff, and then you just see blood fly out. And when it first happened, it was so shocking. We're like, "Oh shit," because it looks real.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're like, cut her hand off. And we're like, okay. And then they bring down the blade and just we're like, whoa,
Damn.
do it.
That's cool. I'd watch that.
Yeah, and
I'd rather
Purge is interesting.
probably like that more than I've seen The Purge.
okay.
I
I think
like
I think if I had seen The Purge,
Yeah.
because like it's like a narrative of people talking for a bit, and then the action happens. So I was like, I don't know what is happening here. And then once things started blowing up and stuff, I liked it. But it was not better than the Waterworld show. Waterworld show still good.
OG.
Yeah, it was fun. It was out till 2 a.m. We went all the way to the end,
Wow.
even with our front of the line passes.
That's some Ian Marcus kind of stuff.
Yeah, I got home at 3:30.
Wow. Who are you?
Unheard of.
Man.
I kept thinking, like, if I had to work tomorrow, have a good time. It's called the Terror Tram. You know, the studio tour.
Yeah.
So they turn that into it's called the Terror Tram, where they take you to a part of the lot, whatever it's called,
The lot.
the
Yeah.
back lot,
back
and they let you get off,
Oh,
and you walk around, and it's like themed.
Oh yeah, you walk it. Yeah.
Yeah, so they took us to the Bates Motel, like the lower part, and then that's themed, and then you walk up to the hotel. You can they always have that available for a picture, the Norman Bates motel, or not the motel, the house,
The house,
with
yeah.
the house, and then he's out there like, ugh. And then the theme of the Terror Tram this year was some bug guy. I don't know, I forget his name. It was like a funny pun, like Carrie Cockroach. I don't know, something like that. It was it was funny though. But he was just Beetlejuice.
Oh.
He was like, you've seen Beetlejuice, right? You know when he does the infomercial, like, dial this number and call me right now, and I'll exercise anything you fucking want. He just did that. He was just doing a shtick of Beetlejuice. So we were like, don't they own Beetlejuice? Yeah, they just do. Yeah,
Or
because he walks around in the park sometimes. In
they,
yeah.
They license it from WB. I
Okay.
think.
So I kept
They
thinking
could find a way. They could find a way to
if
do
he's
it.
walking around in the park, they
Yeah.
have to be able to, So
Yeah.
it's like, could they not get Beetlejuice, and they just decided to do Larry the
bug guy.
bug guy? Yeah.
Maybe.
'Cause he was dressed like an exterminator too, so it was just like
Just
I'm the
extra,
cockroach
extra.
with the most. It's like he literally says I'm the ghost with the most.
That goes with the
Maybe it's like a bug that watched Beetlejuice too much.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's his favorite movie, and he just quotes it every few minutes.
It's a really deep backstory.
That's,
For it.
Yeah,
that's a
he's
funny
got-
way to
he-
like make a new character and avoid a copyright.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a dog that
He-
goes, somebody stop me. Oh, we left the mask.
He
on.
likes the mask.
Just really likes a mask.
Yeah, but in the mask, there's the dog. The dog wears the mask at one point. So
That's funny.
Doesn't the tram also turn into like Jordan Peele movies or something? The walk.
well,
Nope.
That one doesn't make any sense.
now, so years before they had the Nope thing there, because they set up a Nope part of the studio tour where it's just it's that little. Do you see
The
Nope?
ranch.
Yeah, so it's the ranch. They had an Us maze at one point. I don't think they did anything for Get Out because that's not really that scary. Where you go through a maze and it's just people in red jumpsuits with skizzers trying to get you. And so this time, after you walk up the Bates Motel, whatever, you go around to the Tom Cruise, the War of the Worlds.
Yeah, the plane crash.
Yeah, you walk the plane crash, and there's like bugs. That's the theme, is this bug. So there's bug monsters walking around, and guys on stilts.
Yeah.
Which I know one of them. Shout out TJ, one of the stilt guys. So you go through there, and then you walk through the Nope thing, and in there it's the people from Us, in the red jumpsuits.
Yeah.
They're just being like, they're frozen.
Oh,
And then you like walk by them and they like, get in your face. Like,
Yikes.
And they got like the skizzers too, skizzering you, and yeah, and then that's it. That was the Terror Tram.
that was the Evil Dead one.
Evil Dead. It was fine. I've did we talk about that new movie? We talked about it off mic. I watched the new one and thought it was just okay. I don't really remember. Oh, they did. So if you've seen the new Evil Dead, remember at the end when they all merge into that one creature?
Mm-hmm.
They had one of those in there.
Oh, that's cool.
It looked pretty cool.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
Huh.
you see like all their heads in it. Like, it was fine. The Evil Dead was fine. Overall, it was like an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Mostly it was because of the company involved.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story.
Oh. Do you want to get into that or no?
It's too no, and then some of them listen to this, so. But the ones that I like, they don't care. So.
But overall, you helped the group.
I helped the group.
You did the best.
Caesar, I fractured a fellowship that day.
You did?
I fractured a fellowship.
What?
But it had to happen.
Yeah.
There's okay. I have not been with these people as a group in many, many years. Individual friends, we talk here and there, but they're work friends, but I don't work with them anymore. It's been years and years. So I've been out of their like drama politics of that workspace. And so the day of, I had messaged one of my friends like, "Oh, what time are you going?" And blah, 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 got out. I was like, "Oh, who are you going with too?" And then he listed a name that I did not like. I was like, "Fuck, this person and I don't get along." So then I'm texting Jasmine, friend of the show, like, "Did you know that this person is going?" And she was like, "No," because she doesn't get along with that person either. That's not how she said it. She didn't say it like that.
No! Stop the show! Stop the show!
But then I was with Clint, we were driving home from last week's episode, and I was just, you could tell him, I'm not really a texter, much, but I was furiously texting the whole time, like, about like who are these people like, and it was this person doesn't talk to that person doesn't talk to that person, these people are beefing, then what, fuck that one, and then it's just like, why are we all going together if like there's so many, and there ended up being like 16 people in this group, which I didn't know until day of, and then otherwise I probably wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, because as we drove home, he just kept getting bombarded with more info.
Yeah, it was like I'm just gonna bail.
Yeah, you wanted to bail really bad.
I'm gonna just take the loss because you can't get a refund, and I'm just to just not have to deal with the nonsense. And so it's just like all this like back and forth, and then I was like, well, actually, it was Jasmine. I was like, let's just go the two of us. It was like perfect.
Yeah.
And then we ended up getting like 3 other people that were in the group, and then because we split off, they all kind of split off too into smaller groups for the same reasons that we split off. To where like they didn't get along with some people.
One person, or was it multiple people? The groups didn't mesh well.
For me, it was one person, but amongst all the people, like there was multiples of like this person has something with that person, this person has something with that person, right? And I was like, why are we all going together? We don't all have to go together. It's not just because we all know each other doesn't mean we all have to be doing the same thing at the same time. We don't get along. Mm-hmm. And so I fractured that fellowship. And my joke that day was I was the arrow that flew into Boromir at the end of that movie and broke that fellowship. And everyone was very thankful of it. You're fucking welcome.
Because they would have all just been in this big group
and
with
like,
people they don't like and being miserable.
The awkwardness of like,
sense.
oh, I can't walk next to that person. It's like, why are we doing this then? Just split off. Do our own thing. And so my group, at least, I didn't talk to the others. We're very thankful that I made that text at 2:00 to Rudy, friend of the show, just to say, what time are you going? And I turned a 16 group trip, 16 person large group trip into my 5. And then whoever else the fuck.
I wish 16 people invited me to something.
You
I can't
know,
even get one person.
Well, I got invited by one. And then I know all 16, but it was like, oh, God, that fucking bitch is going.
I don't know. Do you really want all 16
No.
people?
Because then if they're in front of me, then I can't get scared when I'm walking through the mazes.
True. They only scare one
Get
every
them.
5.
First one.
Yeah.
Get them first, not me.
And also,
I get
too,
that.
I was like, this is not the first time that my 5 have done this. And I was like, you guys, we've done this before with 5 people. We've done this before with 15. We know when you have 15, you don't get everything done.
Yeah.
People want to stop and go to the bathroom. People want to get a drink. People want to get food. People want to do this.
You're
Just
right.
break it down to 5 and like, let's go.
Get it, girl.
Get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm snapping.
Get it, girl. Get it. Get it. Slay.
And so that ended up happening. And we still stayed till the end because there was a lot to do this year. And we had front of the
Good.
line still. But
Well, I'm glad you split up that big group.
Me too. You saw me on the way home. I was just like,
'Cause you're gonna want to not even go.
yeah.
Yeah, when it's
expensive
like
ticket.
that, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. You found the 30s option,
Yeah.
which
Which is fracture the
just
fellowship.
fracture the fellowship.
Like I did the whole look, guys.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? We don't have time for this shit.
Yeah. You're like, let's be real.
We're getting closer to the finish line here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be middle aged in 10 years.
Oh wow.
Every day is important.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to waste it with these ding dongs.
Yeah. Don't waste it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Don't waste it with. Don't
Don't
waste
waste it.
time.
Don't waste it.
That's got to be the biggest sin. Wasting time.
Yeah. Speaking of wasting time, I saw that Exorcist movie.
Mm-hmm.
God, it was so bad. It
Do
was
you
so
want to spoil it?
bad.
I'm down for you to spoil it. if
Spoil
you wanna
it.
tell us
There's
what's
nothing
bad.
really to spoil. It's just it. You know what like a girl gets possessed. This time
There's
it's
two
two.
girls. Oh, and one of them is a person of color.
Yeah, one of them.
Oh wow, they got him.
Yeah, and spoiler.
They gotta walk.
Spoiler. Guess which one dies?
The white one?
The black.
The white one.
Oh, the white one did.
Are you
Oh,
joking,
white.
Clint?
Oh, I
Of course, the white guy was in 2023. You cannot kill the black person when there's a black and a white.
Yes.
The
I was
white
gonna
has
be
to go.
surprised. I was gonna be
And
cleverly surprised.
They
if
did the bait and switch too, where they're like, you have to choose one, and they're like, we can't choose, and then the demons they go like, and then the dad's like, no, I choose my daughter. The white dad goes, no, choose my daughter, and everyone's like, no. So then the black daughter starts going up, and you're like, no, she's dying. And then the demon's like, gotcha, and they take the white girl instead. They're like, when we said choose, we meant choose which one's gonna die. And so the dad's like, no, and it was just that's the gist of the movie.
Wow.
That's a clip. No, it was so dumb, and it was not scary. There was nothing scary in it. There were 3 scares. Like the rest of it was just supposed to be like, ooh, look how creepy these ghost children, demonic children are.
Yeah.
They're not creepy. We know it's makeup, clearly. And then the 3 scares are jump scares, and it's one of the ones where like
Bone
you
rings.
get kind of, you're like, you move a rock and there's a snake there.
Oh.
And it's just the hiss is so loud that you go like this.
Yeah, it's the audio.
Yeah, it's the audio. They're jump
Always
scaring
gets
you.
me.
There's
It's
one. That's one of them. Okay.
Man.
The other
Cheating.
one,
It's cheating.
it is cheating. I mean, it does get you to jump, but it's still like, all right, whatever.
You didn't accomplish anything.
It's like that thing. It's like the thing where they like do like "Ba-ding," and then like the cat jumps on the piano. It's like, okay, the little violin chord. So that was one scare. The second scare was similar. Right when it starts, 2 dogs just bark really loudly, and it's quiet, and then it just starts like, bark! And you're like, okay, dogs are barking. All right. And then the third scare was someone like smacks a window, and you're like, is anybody in there? And then you just go boom. Okay, this fucking blows. It was so. I mean, I was mad afterwards. It was like, God, dude, I knew it was gonna be bad. Yeah, and then they brought in the main character from the first movie, Chris. Have you seen the first one? I don't know if I.
A long time ago.
The main character from the first movie?
Yeah, Chris,
Who was it? I don't know who that is.
the mom.
Oh, okay.
And the daughter came back too. Spoiler.
She did?
Oh.
She is a cameo at the end, but they brought back the main character from the first one. Name is Chris McNeil, I think, and she's just like, this woman is so old. Like I looked it up later. She's 90 years old.
Yeah, because that movie was from
70s.
Yeah.
70s.
She
yeah.
actually looks really good for 90, but she's clearly like a frail, withered woman. And it's like she gets brought back in on the action, or like, there's no way this 90-year-old, like they show her like she's living in a nice beach house with a cute dog, and she's sipping on bourbon. And then this guy comes and like, my daughter's possessed. He's urban. And she's just like down to come back in on the action. She's like, I'll help you with your daughter. No way, lady, no way.
Man.
And then when they get to his house, she's like frailly walking. Like, this lady's old, and there's a demonic child scurrying around, and she crawls her corpse upstairs. Her withered ass body, like there's no way she's walking up these stairs. So she's like looking up the stairs, and then the next cut, she's at the top of the stairs. Like, she didn't walk up those stairs. And she confronts the demon child, and then it like, spoilers, like stabs her eyes out. She doesn't die, but I'm like, and then she's out of the movie. She's in it for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, what was the point of bringing back this old sack of bones to do this one scene? It was like 2 scenes, just to have her get like taken out like that.
Yeah.
Is that just what it's going to be like forever now?
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Oh, remember this
nostalgia
person?
Remember the person from the first franchise?
Because
Here they are.
they're not dead yet.
What do they call it in Scream? Legacy characters.
Legacy.
Which it sucks that they actually hit the nail on the head and that's a thing. But
yeah.
Yeah, and then she legacied her way out of the movie until the very end when Reagan shows up. Because there's this bizarre plot line that Reagan doesn't talk to her anymore because of she wrote a book about the exorcism. And it's like, did you not understand the point of the first movie? Like, they were brought together because of the ordeal they went through. There's no way that Reagan would like say "fuck off, mom."
Wow.
And it's just like, and then the last scene is Reagan pops up and like, "Hi, mom." Like they're reconciled. And you're like, well, now her eyes are gone, so it doesn't. She can't even see you.
That's crazy,
man.
It just wasn't a good movie. And there were so many long speeches of like the good in you, the good in the world, the Lord, just look to the future, all of this stuff. It's amazing to be alive. And we're like, it's been 5 minutes. Like, end it.
Damn.
There was like 3 of those long speeches, and it's all religious stuff like that too. Or just like, am I in Calvary Chapel? You know, like that corny kind of religious stuff where they're just like, life is beautiful. It's like, all right, we get it.
Do you think that a movie like that is never going to be scary or like it's not going to meet that same level because in the 70s people hadn't seen something like that?
Probably.
Now they see the dime a dozen, so it's like this isn't scary.
Yeah, so it's
yeah,
and that's
probably part of it.
It's got to be a part of it because what's the unexpected thing they're gonna do now?
Yeah,
kill the black girl.
Yeah,
they didn't do it.
That would be the expected thing.
To kill the black girl.
You're right.
Back then, right now, but right now, I'd be amazed if they did. I'd almost say that's ballsier now. But now they're gonna do all the stuff we expect. They're gonna bring back the legacy 90-year-old who should be in a home. Like, God bless her though, she's still kicking it. But like,
she's still working at 90.
Yeah, it's insane. But
I looked at her IMDb. She's doing
Ellen
stuff.
Burstyn is she's a great actress, but she's just old.
Yeah,
she's
like
in Requiem for a Dream, right? She's the old lady in that.
I think so.
She's the old lady in that.
From the 90s.
Man.
Yeah.
You know a movie I saw recently that actually had some new twists despite being 10? Saw 10.
Is that the one that just came out?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this one, they've never done this in any of them, and they like put a kid in one of the traps.
Oh.
And you don't know if the kid's gonna be all right, but it's crazy.
Huh.
Like,
what was the trap?
The trap was that he's getting waterboarded, but instead of water, it's blood.
Oh.
That's fucked up, right?
Cool. Yeah.
It's a lot of sodium.
Oh yeah, that's what you're thinking about.
Does he get out of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, they're not gonna. I was like,
well,
are they really gonna kill a kid? I was like, whoa.
They did it in Jaws.
They
boy.
did?
Yeah.
The first one?
Jaws too as well. They ate a kid.
Dang. That's the only thing they can do now is like make a kid the main character and then he dies and you're like,
just
whoa.
cut their head off.
It's
It's not even that it wasn't anything new. It's just it was a very poorly made movie. When you watch it, you're just like, because even my friends, 2 of them, they don't know anything about The Exorcist, and they were like, "This sucks," and they don't watch horror movies really. So, I mean, I don't go into horror movies expecting to get scared these days, like, because I watch so many of them. But still, I still want to see a good movie.
Yeah, I want to have fun.
A well-made movie. So
yeah.
So 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
1?
Nothing redeeming about it.
Yikes.
That's fine with me. I just can't believe it.
Jeez.
Not like my cousin made the movie.
Okay, you want one redeeming quality was whoever worked on the sound did a good job at the end when they're doing an exorcism. You're like, oh, this guy's working hard. He's working. He showed up for work this day.
He's cooking.
Yeah, he's good at what he does.
Let him cook.
You know, like
let him cook.
There are those movies that are objectively bad, but then they get an Oscar nomination. It's like for sound design. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah. There it is. Yeah,
somebody showed up that day. Okay, so no more scary stuff. Even though we're approaching Halloween.
This is almost a good episode of just scary talk.
Yeah, that's cool.
What are we gonna do for a Halloween episode?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. Costumes? Is that next week?
No, it's the week after.
Should we?
Wait.
But recording it is next week, right?
Well, the episode is gonna drop on the day before Halloween.
So yeah.
No, we have. Let's see. The next week's episode that we record next week will air on the 23rd.
Oh, so
following episode will air on the 30th. So the one that we record next.
Okay, so we got 2 weeks. Do some spooky things.
Wow, what would you even dress up as?
I don't know. What's spooky? What's topically spooky right now? Besides, I was gonna say, damn
Republicans.
Trump, Trump, the guy that froze the whole time. And
Mitch McConnell. How would I do that? Just put on a suit? Yeah,
it's got
that face you made when you froze. It was like exactly
really okay. He saw the Grim Reaper. That's why he froze. His old ass saw the Grim Reaper, and he was like. He was like, "Oh God, he's here."
What was the question? Holy shit!
Yeah. Holy shit. And then then you see him like look the other direction, and the Grim Reaper's like, "Hi, I'm over here too."
Is that why Joe Biden also trails off when he's talking?
Maybe he just walks away. He's like, "Oh."
Yeah, Joe Biden just gets all pissed. He's like, "You shut up, sandbagger."
You know what? You ever seen?
He's so funny.
You ever seen the Frighteners, Michael J. Fox movie? I'll show you a picture later, but that's what I imagine what he saw was that there's a demon in that's scary. But like, oh, that's what he saw. Yeah, I'm not dressing like Mitch McConnell.
No.
So you have those masks.
We should just be presidents. Let's be presidents.
Yeah, because I feel like no matter what president you are, people can be like, oh, blah,
There's
blah, blah.
something.
Okay,
yeah.
Which one are you gonna be?
Maybe Bill Clinton.
That was the first one I thought for you.
Because the infidelity.
Yeah, sure. The infidelity.
He likes getting sucked up by interns.
You know, you gotta get it.
You gotta get it. Oh, he plays guitar.
If you gotta get it, he plays sax.
Oh, whatever.
Saxophone.
Musical. He's
musical man.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. I don't. Oh, who looks like? I don't know. I don't know.
You could pull off Reagan
or Obama.
I'm not being Reagan. Obama can might pull off.
You do Obama.
I don't want to be him either, though. I don't know. There's no president that I actually like or kind of gravitate towards in any way or know anything about, really.
Yeah. I mean, either.
I know the most about Clinton, probably because that's when we were kids, he was the thing. And then I was like, oh, these people all suck. And now I just don't even.
All I know is that Bush did 9/11.
He did it?
He did it.
Isn't that a meme? Have you ever seen that? It's like
I've seen Bush 9/11 memes.
Oh, Bush.
Let me bleep all this out, please.
Bush.
I don't think we can get in trouble for saying.
You know, you have to bleep out the vid now too.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything?
Bleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Okay.
I learned that today. So, yeah.
Yeah, I knew of a podcast that they had shared some conspiracy theories based on that, and they got taken down quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
Or they slap you, if you're on YouTube, they slap you with the right underneath. They're like, this is what the information. It's like,
yeah.
Which I don't want any of that.
No.
That word and then pancake planet.
Oh.
You know, instead of the world being round, we have a pancake.
Oh,
planet.
right.
Yeah. That
you
word
can't say that either.
No, that one also slaps you with the thing on YouTube. Where like,
really?
They explain that term underneath, and you're like, "What the hell, dude?" So just take note of that, Caesar. You do a lot of these. So let's not talk about anything. I looked up this TED Talk thing about jokes because I wanted to. I want to start writing jokes.
Okay. What have you? You haven't been writing jokes?
Not really, like for stand up. I've just been doing still my funny comedy writing or script writing, whatever. But I went. I've heard like you want to do stand up, take a class. Like that's what a lot of people say. I'm too old to take a class, and I'm too busy.
Debatable.
I just told you I worked 30 hours in 2 days.
Well, that part. I don't think you're too old.
Right, I'm not too old, but I am.
You have more life experience now. I think it's almost easier now.
Yeah, but I am very busy.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, same.
So I found this fun article. I can send it to you, I guess. But it kind of just tells you how to, like the simplest. I think Judd Apatow did this, but it's like the
masterclass.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like a really simple. I said TED Talk. Sorry, masterclass.
Oh.
Just like a simple way to just start writing jokes, and I thought it was interesting because there was one thing that it said that I did this. Or I started doing, okay, how to write a joke, 7 steps. Find a comedy teacher. Obviously, I chose Tom Segura. And I've already seen them, but I watched Sledgehammer and Ball Hog again.
Yeah.
Back to back. I was like, okay. And then the same day, gather your material. So this says to go out someplace that's busy and just watch whatever happens.
Yeah.
People, cars, animals, anything. So I went to the Circle over here. There's a coffee place called Contra that's amazing. And I just sat on one of the benches in the middle where that fountain is, and I just watched people. I had my laptop, I had my little notebook.
Yeah.
I just started writing down everything that I saw. I wasn't writing jokes. I was just writing like, oh, little girl scratching her ass over there. This mom's yelling at the kid. This lady's way too hard for that guy. Like that kind of stuff, and then structure the joke. So begin to build the story around a punchline. So then I started thinking of all those things that I saw, like this girl with the scratchy ass. Like, how do I build a story to get to that? And then the punchline is her fingers are in her asshole or whatever.
Oh my God.
Maybe it doesn't help if it's a little girl. But it was a little girl. So I might change that to an adult woman.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, embellishing.
Editing. Editing.
I know. Dude, I didn't realize that was as big a deal as it is. Because I was just like, oh, yeah, people get mad about it. But then, like, someone else was talking about Juicy Scoop, talking about it today. Like, Heather and then Chris Frangiola, who are two professional comedians, are like talking about it. And they're like, I didn't realize it was as big a deal as it is.
Well, because it wasn't he was exaggerating the funny part. He was exaggerating the facts. Like,
right.
None of that shit actually happened.
And I think that why it's such a big deal is that you can get on stage and tell whatever you want and it can't be true, but they laugh and that's fine. But then the content of the joke where it was about, profiling or race, whatever, it was race related, struggles around race.
And it was like tugging at your emotions.
Yeah, yes. And you're like, but that may be true for some, but not for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess I can see both sides of it. Yes, that's fucked up. But did you laugh? From them, that was kind of their thought too. As professional comedians, they're like, well, he's there to entertain you. And if he's entertaining you, yeah, but also because of the content of it, it's like, where do we stand on this?
Because it would make you feel bad if I had a whole 20 minutes about how my dad died and I went through it. And then at the end, I'm like, oh, but
you bring him out on stage. Like, surprise, he's still alive. Yeah.
You'd be like, what the
So yeah, I'm not doing it.
Because then I think the Hassan Minaj stuff, they tracked, somehow people tracked back to the girl. Because one of the stories was about going to prom.
She corroborated and was like, no.
I told him I can't go with him.
Yeah, this didn't happen. Wasn't she white or she was?
She was a white girl and she was dating him, and then the whole thing was like, oh, she didn't want to be with me because of that.
Yeah.
And at the prom, I went and she was already with somebody else, and it's like, but he told you, hey, I can't go with you. This isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
And he just did it the other way.
Yeah. And then the internet people find the woman and
start
shit on them.
Shit. Yeah. She's like, what the fuck?
That's not cool.
I'm part of this. Anyway. Hassan aside, this was a fun article. I don't know if you maybe are interested at all, but it's just really simple techniques for writing jokes or whatever. Because I do want to start writing jokes for stage. Because maybe I got a little bit of the bug the other day.
Did you?
Because I was watching a lot of stand up, and the arrogance in my head was like, I can do this.
Good.
And I know I'm going to get humbled when I actually go up on stage and I'm not able to do it. But yeah, I think I want to do it now.
Good.
For realsies.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'll send this to you later if you want to read it.
When I was in college, me and Clint took the same class, and it was just, you have to write 3 jokes every day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Some of them will be really good, but a lot of it can be trash, but that's how you do it.
That's what this says this in there too. It's like, you're not going to be funny, but you just have to keep, like the muscle thing you talk about. Just keep it on the brain all the time till it gets.
Yeah, got to put in the reps. Like last week, I feel like I hit an epiphany with
you hit who?
A bit with my car.
Oh, you were at the urban nightclub.
One of the bits. It was just weird because it all
epiphany.
It just hit me that I can relate being like Shrek to being single in your 30s. And that allows me to do all the Shrek voices. So it was because I'm always thinking of how can I use my voices, because usually people have been tending to like that the most. That's like the quick laugh. And it's because it's more of the unexpected, because they just see you and they don't expect Shrek to come out. So, and then I'm realizing as I'm doing it, I just overthink all of it. I'm always overthinking. I'm thinking that I have to be doing some kind of brilliant punchline or some kind of not save the world kind of idea, but it just got to be so simple at first. And people like simple. And so then once you're able to just do that, the quick and easy thing, it's like, oh, I didn't have to overthink everything.
Yeah.
That helped me out.
All right.
Yeah. There's a lot of good Shrek bits, and then I gotta do it next. I mean, this episode comes out Monday, so I'll be doing not like a tryout of 5 minutes, but kind of like a tryout at the same place I go to, Amazing Comedy Theater. Hey, take it out.
Yeah, take that out too. I don't want to think anything.
Yeah.
You were there last week, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
So it was good. And I was like, oh, I just gotta find the clever way to use my voices, to find a way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when like you get in front of like bigger groups of people and you only get like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You gotta go quick. You gotta have something fire.
Tight 3.
Yeah. Yeah, tight 3. More than 5. More intense.
Oh. And 5?
Yeah, because you better be good.
Better be
Those
good.
3 minutes. Better be good.
Yeah. All right, we're going towards the end here. So do you want to have 2 topics, unless you have anything else?
No, sure.
Okay. So this one, NASA plans to move Americans to the moon by 2040. It was inevitable. Is it inevitable?
Really though?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
How's it gonna work?
They're building houses on the moon.
How are we gonna live there?
I don't know if they thought that far ahead. Look at this guy.
Just like this
Do we
guy?
have to be in these spacesuits all the time? At
think
all
so.
times?
Unless they figure out some way to breathe in there.
Yeah. Isn't it freezing up there too?
Didn't we fake moon landing?
Can you believe
Just
that? No, that's always been a thing. So, speaking of, I'll talk about it afterwards. I don't want to talk about that, but it's happened. It has to do with that. Yeah. Well, why would you want to live on the moon?
Why? What's the
There's
appeal?
nothing. Look, this is your view.
Mm-hmm.
Darkness and white. Oh, that's a good name for a lethal weapon. They would call it darkness and white instead. And then there's this blue planet that we are no longer going to be going on.
Probably a fake image, right? Because that's
It's got to be.
Yeah, that's not real.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
We're finding every way to bring up the bleep stuff, but not saying it.
Sad though. Go to the moon. It's silent and black and dark and cold.
I mean, you would love it because there'd be less people there.
There'd be nothing there. Is there Wi-Fi?
No.
Is there a heater? Like, are we building, just taking my house now and just putting it on the moon?
Imagine the first people that get to live there bragging about it on social media.
Yeah. It's like,
Selfies. Like, here I am.
Here we are.
Here's the moon. Here's the Earth. It's over here.
Yeah. Subscribe to my channel.
You guys over there couldn't be me.
Yeah. No, it sucks. And they have to build like grocery stores, gyms. That's it. What else do we have?
Yeah.
Can't think of anything else.
Livestock.
Just grocery stores and gyms.
Yeah. A Home Depot. Like, you know.
Where are they going to put a Home Depot?
Yeah, a Target. They got to build all the necessity
I'd hope
stuff
they
too.
they put a Walmart instead of Target. That'd be rough.
I don't want them to put a Walmart because that attracts a certain kind of crowd.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
I don't want them at the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they probably can't afford to move there. So.
Oh.
They can't afford to live in houses down here.
Or we send them
You send
out
them
there.
to the moon.
We send them to
The punishment. It's the Australia of the
Yeah.
future. Where it's just a prison colony.
That could work.
Terrible idea. Yeah, everyone. What are they? The people that are gonna build this stuff? How are they gonna? It's not like the roofer that's working down the street on my neighbor's house. They go home after work. These guys are gonna be building houses and then just hanging out on the
Just
moon.
there. In their little spaceship.
Drinking their
When you
Coors.
think about it, like, yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah, 9 to 5, 9 o'clock they start building. 5 o'clock they're drinking their Coors Light like this, with looking at it's. I don't know. Terrible idea.
No thanks.
It's like what are we doing here, guys? This is what we're dedicating our time and money to.
Oh.
Clean up the earth first.
Yeah, let's clean it up.
I only have one other topic today. Oops. Bigfoot spotted in Colorado.
What?
That is not the Bigfoot video.
Yeah, I was like, well, what? Bigfoot on stage?
yeah, they already enslaved him like
Wow.
King Kong.
He's riding
Wait, hold on,
motorcycles.
I gotta bleep out that. It's like,
Oh my god.
So I guess these people, they found footage of a Bigfoot. I
Come
can't see
on.
Why is
anything.
the photo
oh
always
my
so
God,
bad?
That's no way.
I think this is a video.
Come on.
Dude, that could just be an alien. Some of the aliens have also has been found.
We get some good quality.
Yeah. Also, too, this myth of the Bigfoot. It's like, is it the same Bigfoot always? Because it's been around since 1800s.
Damn.
Huh.
Is this the same hairy guy for that long? Okay, that's that video guy.
Wait, that's
You wanna watch it?
interesting, yes.
Yeah, what was that?
Globe of Death motorcycle.
It gets lit on fire.
Oh.
Oh! There he goes.
Were they not
Better
prepared?
angle. What?
He's just burning to death?
Yeah.
The other guy's just still riding around.
Doesn't see the fire.
The other
He's
guy's
just
like,
trying to keep out of it.
Yeah, because what else do you do? He made it out alive.
the other guy's just like, what do they say in stage? Like,
The show must go on.
the show must go on. Like, yeah, my friend's dying in flames right now, but the show must go on.
Like, art is a craft, okay?
Yeah. That's more interesting than the Bigfoot story. Sorry, guys. But yeah, Bigfoot, I guess he's still a thing.
He's just chilling.
And in 2040, we'll find one on the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Bigfoot on the moon. Or not.
They knew it.
What
They knew it was
else would they
coming.
call him instead?
Brian?
Brian. There's a Brian on the moon.
Brian. He's Brian. That's our guy. That's our moon guy.
Or moon guy.
Like and subscribe.
All right. Do you have anything else? Should we end it for today?
I think we're good. This is a good day.
Thank you for being here
Yeah. Thank you, y'all.
Gracias.
for another episode of the 30's podcast. I just get up and leave.
All right, peace.
That was episode 70 of the 30's podcast. Thank you for being here today. Caesar, do your many plugs, please.
Yeah.
Hit me up at I am Caesar Rod. That's my personal Instagram. Rodriguez Show at the Rodriguez Show. At this point, it's already too late, but we just did a Halloween episode. More stuff on the way for that. And then what else? Carla and Caesar's Modern Life. We're gonna put up more videos soon.
Spooky videos?
Yes.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Spooky.
You want me to produce a podcast?
Spooky links. And
Do it as
stuff.
the count.
Spooky plugs.
My spooky links at the _Clint Show. Instagram. TikTok. I guess TikTok. I should use TikTok for good.
Find Vincent Price. My spooky plugs. Uncle 2_ Marcus on Instagram. If you want to see funny memes and stuff, maybe some cooking videos, or me posing like Team Rocket. The 30's podcast. Same thing. Instagram,
Get it,
YouTube's, Spotify's, all the things. Thank you for being here. Goodbye.